thought I would come out here before it, well, it looks a lot brighter right now than it has all day, to be honest with you, but I thought I would, I'll zoom in there so you can see across the road. You know how many Squatch I have found over there? I got pictures in my books of them. You see that? Well, I can't. Let's see. Can you see my hand? Okay, anyway. You see where the electric pole is? Straight in front of it, the bank. I have a picture of a Squatch as tall as that bank, and it is very tall, with his arm resting on the bank and just watching over here, which, you know, and the thing is, when I took that picture, I didn't see him with my eyes, you know. I didn't even see him through the camera. That's why I think that they can, you know, keep you from seeing them unless they want you to. And I do believe that you only see them when they want you to. That's crazy. It's crazy that I can take such close-up pictures and not see them with my eyes. And I got a picture, which is in my book, but I may post it on YouTube with audio. It's the only way I can seem right now to post still pictures, you know, and then a person has to pause it to really look at it, but it's the best I can do right now, guys. They won't let me post still pictures like Brother Donnie and, you know, others can do, but Donnie explained it to me, you know, because he's a good man. He told me that I didn't have enough subscribers to post still pictures, so that is why. But God bless his heart. He's such a good person. So anyways, you guys, over there, let me see. See, I can't even see. Oh, right there. That's our pet cemetery. There's Samson. Then on one side, Samson is the far, well, I don't know what it is on you guys' end, but I guess far left is Jack, which we just lost. He was 18 years old, and he had cancer. Vet wanted us to put him down 5 years ago, and we chose not to, because he wasn't suffering, you know. He wasn't crying. He'd still bark and play. He ate. He went out to potty. Why kill him, you know? To make things easy on us? No thanks. So anyway, that little cross is Jack. On the right of Samson, Samson was my wolf. He was born in 2010 and he died in 2019, which for domestic wolves is the lifespan, pretty much. But Sam was my sweetheart. I loved that wolf. Anyway, and on the right side of Samson is Max. Max was 16 years old, and he died before Jack. I'm not sure what Max died from, but he did die. We brought him in and put him in our little bathroom by my office, and I'd go in and sit with him, but he cried a lot, and I hated that. And then the cross by itself, that's Dean. Dean was a Siberian Husky, Alaskan Husky, or, you know, something like that, but anyway, he did a lot of smack talk. I love that dog. It was my son, my oldest son, Joey's dog. A neighbor to Joey beat him to death in the head. So, karma sucks, guys. the guy's gonna get his. So anyway, we've got 5 pets over there. We decided that that was the hill to bury our pets. You know, I don't like the way a lot of people do, where they put a pet in a trash bag and put it out for trash. Or, you know, me, I asked Robert, I said, why don't we cremate them? You know, it's cleansing. And he didn't want to do that, so, and I don't blame him. So we dug holes and buried them. We have service for them. Anyway, you guys, I know I do this quite often. There's a Suburban that don't run anymore. Oh, it starts, it just has no brakes. We had Hank and Bill's in Hillsboro work on it, and it hasn't ran right since. But anyways, that's beside the point. That Suburban, man, riding in it was like a Cadillac. I didn't get to change one of my SDs today because I forgot I moved my camera. You guys, well, I don't know if you can see that print. Let me go back a little bit. I'm telling you, let me see if I can put my foot by it. My foot compared to that print. See? I got my crap kicking boots on. But anyway, that's a print. Wow. Right behind the house. Which doesn't shock me any. I have a lot of... Look, here's the other one. I don't know if you can see that. See, I can see it with my eyes. There's my foot beside it. Anyway, I can see it with my eyes, but I can't really see it through the phone. That's crazy. I bet Shady's up here somewhere still. She'll scare me. She'll come up beside me here before too long. I had to take my glove off so I can work my phone. Anyway, you guys, we have 2 trails up behind the house. This one is, I was looking at the crazy way them sticks were sitting in the trail. Anyway, we come up here, up these trails a lot. Look at these. Come over here. Ooh. Those are really purple, see? I just love the color purple. See those? You know, I don't know what kind of flowers those are, but I noticed they come up in the spring. I used to call them Sweet Williams, but I know that's not what they are. To be honest with you, I don't know what a Sweet William is. If you hear me breathing heavy, that's a straight up shot. Look how pretty that one's shaped. Wow. Anyway, it's a straight up hill from the house. It does a number on me. See the big bunch of them there? You guys, I just love flowers. And I love animals. Look at the dark purple one down in there. See it? Wow. I know, you know what? I do that with my grandson. I'll go, wow. And he'll mock me. So, it's not that... I do things that I do with my grandson. With just about everybody. Sarah and I used to, when she lived with me a little over a year, not too long ago, her and I do a lot of changing our voice to sound crazy, you might say, but I caught myself doing it in public without thinking about it. People would look at me like I was nuts. And there's no shame in my game. I love to laugh and love to make other people laugh. So, let me change hands. You know, we have one dog left, and his name's Ben. But he is only an alarm system. We no longer, well, I don't anymore show him affection because he attacked my oldest son out of the blue after being side by side with him in the woods when Jerry was helping Robert cut wood. And anyway, Ben bit him, you know, and then 6 months later he bit me and caused me to have plastic surgery on my arm. I paused it only so I could show you. I don't know. Let me shrink that. If you can see that on my arm, that's just one spot. That's where the surgeon had to replace skin by taking it from my upper arm. And I was awake for all that. I don't like being put under. But let me tell you, it hurt. It did. Sorry about that. I had to pull my sleeve back down. It's cold. Anyway. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway. Yeah, so, you know, and all I was doing when he bit me was I hugged him like I always did because Ben never got enough attention as far as I was concerned. Robert gives him attention, but not all of it's positive. And I was hugging him and I said, I love you, Ben. I love you, Beanie Weenie, like I always do. And I heard him growl. My head was up against his. I heard him growl. And I guess I'm lucky he didn't get my neck. Because when I pulled away, he nailed me, my arm. Because I was hugging him, you know. But he's just lucky that he's still alive. Because I have no use for a biting dog. I mean, I wanted to kill him when he bit my son. My kids mean more to me than I do. You guys see that? I don't know if you can tell what that tree's doing. And you know what? Robert saw that alien, and it was, you know, I could upload the picture he drew. When we got home, you know, which was only like 5 minutes from the time he seen him, I said, I just heard something behind me. Anyway, I said, Robert, draw it before you forget what it looked like, because they don't let you remember unless they want you to. A lot of times they'll wipe your memory clean. So he drew it for me. And come to find out, more than him, other people have seen it. Not even so much just in this area. In like Washington Courthouse, Ohio. which is an hour from us. You know, and a lot of people have seen stuff, and I guess the smart people don't tell anybody about it. But I tell. I'm bad for that. I'll tell everything. If I see a Sasquatch, if I see an alien, if I know somebody that's seen an alien. I mean, I am fascinated by stuff. And I feel like if you share things, then other people know it's okay to open up, and share. And I don't think anybody should laugh at anybody. To me, that is so distasteful, to laugh at somebody, especially when they're trusting you not to. Isn't that pretty, guys? Oh, I just love God's creations. Look at these. Ooh, aren't those pretty? My goodness. I just think the carpet on the ground, the beauty. I think God is so amazing with what He does. I could have walked further, guys, but kind of scared by myself. So, because right over there, that valley down there, that's where I seen the alien not too long ago. And thank God I wasn't by myself. But we took this pen down. That was the gate to the pen. We had a big 3,000 square foot pen up here for Samson, my wolf, so he, could be in the woods, and still yet be close to us behind the house. Not 24 hours a day. Look at the baby's breath. But you can't see that. And that's pretty. But, he didn't like it up here unless somebody was with him. So, look at them little tiny yellow ones. I might have a touch of ADHD, guys. I get sidetracked. But anyways, I don't think it's good to laugh at people. My oldest grandson, beautiful child. He's 6, maybe 7, and he's autistic, but he is such a beautiful soul and beautiful to look at. That boy he's just breathtaking. And then I have a 4-year-old grandson, Ulrich, and a 3-year-old granddaughter, Solaire Shine. I call her Sunshine. And she is so funny. But Ulrich's funny too. But he's such a polite kid. I swear. You can take him. He doesn't understand Dollar Tree, right? He doesn't understand that everything's $1. So whenever we pick him up, we take him in there and we'll say, Ulrich, get whatever you want. Hand him a hand basket, get whatever you want. And he'll pick stuff up and look at it and he'll say, oh, too much. And he puts it back down. He can't understand the concept, that everything's $1. But he's so thoughtful. He's such a thoughtful kid. Isn't this pretty? I love living in the country. You know, in 2010, my daughter Sarah and I were, we lived like 5 minutes from Joey's Pizza. And it wasn't just a pizza place, it was a little grocery store. So anyway, we, about 8 o'clock, ran up to the store to get a gallon of milk. And there's a stop sign right before the store. You turn right at the stop sign, and it takes you right over to Joey's. And as I pulled up to the stop sign and looked left and then right for traffic, I saw not above Joey's Pizza, but like over top of where we live now, a huge mothership, a golden triangle. And looking at it, the right side came down first, down below the clouds, or the sky, and then the left side. It was so big. It had to be 3-4 football fields long and wide. I don't know how everybody in Highland County didn't see it. But then I don't remember it going. I don't remember it leaving. Hang on, guys. Anyway, I don't remember it leaving. But me and Sarah didn't get home for 3 hours. And all we remember doing was walking in and getting milk and leaving. And every time Sarah and I saw a UFO, there would be a man standing at the end of a street in his night clothes, pajamas, with his little dog on a chain looking up at the sky. He wouldn't wave, he wouldn't look at us, he'd just stare up at the sky. Creepy. But anyway, that night I had I believe that I don't know if both of us were, but I think I was abducted that night. I woke up, or what I remember was laying on a cold gurney bed, and I couldn't move my body or my head. All I could move was my eyes, and I was fighting it and trying to scream. And when I looked to my right, looking down at me, hovering over me, was a gray alien in a white doctor's coat. And I remember just trying so hard to scream. And it was just looking at me. But anyway. Another crazy thing. Not too long ago, I had this vivid dream that I was floating or flying, and I came upon this like river or pond, but there was like there was woods all around it except for a small opening, probably big enough for a vehicle, with a dirt pea gravel road that led right to the water, which the water place was round. It was huge and round. You could tell it was just, and there was this guy sitting in a chair by the water facing me, and he, had shoulder length kinky hair, white hair, but I don't think he had hair on top. Anyway, he looked at me and he said, "I've been waiting a long time for you, and I guess I'll keep waiting." But it was so vivid, and I'm thinking that I was astral traveling. You know, it was like I knew him in my dream, and he knew me, but I woke up and I don't know him, that I can remember. Down there's the trail I just came up, and right here's a trail back to the house, and I'll show you the other trail. This is our original trail, which is, we had to make a new one because this one is, you know, hard for, you see, I don't know if you can see that trail. We had to make a new one because this one is so hard to come up and down in the golf cart. So I'm going to go down the new trail because it's longer and it's winding. And like a cat, I like space. So, had a twig stuck in the lace of my boots. So you guys see the purple there? Those are redbud trees. Look, we got more right there. Yep, they're pretty too. Got one, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. But there's one down there at the beginning of these woods. And over there somewhere is the Dogman. At first we thought, well, I thought it was a Sasquatch structure, but guess what kind of print was right by it? Dogman. So I think Dogmans build structures too. Dogman. Well, guys, I'm pretty sure this is a lot of talking about a million things, but yet nothing really important, I guess. But I love you all, and I want you to have a good night. See our redbud down there, and right there. Have a good night. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll see you later.